something that's probably holding you back is that you think you need to fix your problems. You think you need to fix your problems, but what you truly need to do is start investing your thoughts, your energy, your internal world into the future that you want to be living. See, what we don't realize is that where focus goes, energy flows. And while we think we might be doing the right thing by focusing on our problems to find solutions and fix them, what we're actually doing is we're creating more energy, we're sending more energy into the problem, rather than letting it go, taking a step back and starting to think and feel about what we would love to be experiencing in this part of our lives. A great example could be your finances. So you feel like you don't have enough money, right? You feel like there's a lack there. And so what happens is we can spend loads of time thinking about money, worrying about money, and we're under this illusion that that's the thing that's going to fix it. If I spend enough time worrying about it, then something will happen. If I spend enough time worrying about it, then I'm connected to it and not forgetting about it and I'm not avoiding it, I'm doing the right thing. But what's really happening here is that we are creating more of that problem, because where focus goes, energy flows. Where focus goes, energy flows. So if we're focusing on the problem, even though we're potentially saying to ourselves, I would love to have more money, what we're truly saying underneath that is, I don't have money. And life is always reflecting back to us what we're really saying underneath, what the energy is saying, what the state underneath what we're saying. What is that saying? Because that's the thing we're going to experience, because our life is simply a reflection of our internal reality. What is going on inside? And so my invitation for you is to meditate. Meditation is such a great way to disconnect from all of the stories, all of the thought patterns, all of the things that are going on in our life that we just feel so stuck in. And in that meditation, we start to train ourselves to sit in presence, to sit in the nothing, to sit in simplicity and spaciousness and just the void and just nothing. And in that is that we start to train ourselves to disconnect from all of the patterns and all of the thoughts and all of the stories that are going on that are keeping us stuck in the same loop when we don't want to be living in that loop anymore, whether it's money, whether it's not having any friends, whether it's like you just feel like you want to go on more holidays and you're focusing on how much work you got to do to get there. You're just going to keep on having to do more work to get there, right? It's really interesting to start to notice what we're truly focusing on, because so often we think that we're focusing on creating the solution, but we're really focusing on the problem, and then that creates more of the problem, because life, our physical reality, is simply a yes machine, is simply a projection, is simply a mirror of what's going on inside of us. And so, as I said, meditation is such a great way to disconnect from all of that, to stop that pattern, to give ourselves a pattern interrupt and give ourselves a break from that constant thinking, constant looping, which is constantly creating the same. And then from there, when we start to sit back in our bodies, up against our backbone and in our psyche, and to start relaxing more, from there, we'll start to find that the things we want just magically start to appear, because they were always sitting there. We were just in so much resistance. We are creating the problem. Like Taylor Swift would say, it's me, I'm the problem, it's me. That is the truth. And so this video is simply an invitation to stop focusing on the problem and to focus and invest your energy into the life, the future that you want to be living. Stop living in the past and stop living in that loop, even though you think that because you keep thinking about the problem, you're going to find a solution. You're going to stay stuck in that reality. And so this is where we can start to invest in our future, start to put our thoughts, our awareness into the life, into the experience, in whatever area in your life or in whatever areas in your life that you would like to be living that kind of life. And sometimes we can't just go from this problem into the ideal situation, right? It's just too much of a jump for us. It's just too far to go from here where it's crunchy and it's hard and we're stuck and it's in lack and not enough, to just go straight into I'm full, I'm complete, I'm whole. And that's why I'm always advising meditation as a beautiful bridge between those two, where instead of jumping from this into this, which is so challenging, and there's going to be so much resistance because all of our neural pathways and all of our emotions are geared towards this reality, sitting back in meditation allows us to disconnect, find some peace, not need anything, detach, disconnect, and from there we can move in a much more foundational, much more grounded, rooted manner into the life that we want to live. But just a reminder to notice what you're focusing on and start to meditate so you can actually understand what your energy is focusing on. So while you think you might be solving a problem, you might actually just be adding to the problem and adding fuel and even dumping gasoline onto the fire of your problem, rather than letting it go out, stepping aside and creating another fire or creating another whatever it is over here. My name's Patrice Douglas. I'm here to help you live the life that you genuinely want to be living. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like, comment, and share with anyone who you think would get value from this kind of conversation. Thank you so much. I love you. Drop something you are deeply grateful for down the bottom, underneath in the comments section, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you guys.